It is time to make the sound to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to the Community RPG Maker Project. For more than a year, I have been slowly building an RPG in RPG Maker MZ while trying to integrate as many ideas, suggestions, and concepts from viewers as possible. If you want to contribute to this project, you are absolutely more than welcome to. You can catch the live streams every Sunday morning. You can leave comments on any of the videos or VODs in this entire series. They all feed to the same place. I will see them all. Or you can check the link down in the description and go to the community Discord and discuss the project there. I am always happy to have fresh perspectives and ideas. Currently, we are working on... Go. Okay, so yeah, I clicked on the wrong thing. It tried to change inputs. It's fine. We're back. Currently, we are working on designing the Pepsi factory. We have done the sole additive, labeling and bottling, packaging, bottle cap production, corpse processing, chemical dump. We are currently designing the maze in the swamp water infusion part of the factory. Don't mind these brown sections. They're just up on, like, the top layer. And, well, I thought they were top layer. They're just up here on a higher layer. And that's actually kind of a problem to have them there because they have overwritten a few of my caution tape things. That's fine. We'll fix it. First things first, I figured we needed like a good proper piece of music today to fit this. So we're going to bring in something from Final Fantasy VI. Hell yeah. We can get that up just a bit. There we go. It is the Magitech Research Facility music. Alright, so first things first. Let's actually put this on the highest layer. This is just a temporary measure that I am using to keep track of which of the conveyors we have already built. So all this will be deleted as we keep going. And then down here, we need to get rid of all that. And then we have to fix anywhere that it cut through the conveyor, or the caution tape. Yes, Coles, I'm sure there is much that can be discussed regarding Pokemon. Actually, I think we're fine. I don't think it broke any of the caution, because it's going through where there's already gaps. Alright, well, that's perfect. With that being done, let's take a look at what is on the agenda for today. For this stream, we are going to finish getting all of the entry and exit points in the Swamp Water Infusion Room working. That's all the places where the little doors let you go onto the conveyors. We're going to finish all those up. It'll be a little tedious, but shouldn't be too time-consuming. We need to create the system to change the direction of the final conveyor line, specifically so it goes here, so that it can lead into the final room. We need to decorate the room. We need to put stuff on the floor. We need to add the exit, the place where you actually leave this area. We need to make it possible to unlock the door that leads into the swamp water infusion room. Because currently we don't actually have a way to get back in there. We want to place a treasure or two and add a mimic into this room. And we are going to brainstorm the fight against the root beer gods that is going to be the final thing of this entire act of the game. So, yeah, we've got some good stuff to work on. Let's get started. First, let's work on the doors over here. Oh, I also, in between streams, I fixed it so that all the conveyors in the factory properly reset whenever you load their maps. I did this by adding an auto-running event, which, as soon as you load a map, it forcibly resets all the self-switches for all the conveyor events, and then it turns on a switch for the conveyors. When you leave an area, it turns off that conveyor switch. So, the conveyors only work while the conveyor switch is turned on. So that means that they all get properly reset right where they need to go. They all have their switches reset before they activate every time the map is loaded. And I just realized that the elevator needs to turn on the switch when you enter the production room as well. Yeah, and the exit from distribution needs to turn off that switch as well. Okay. Where is my elevator? Elevator. Pepsi headquarters. Hold on, do I... Yes, okay. So this is the elevator that lets you go down to the factory floor. So that doesn't actually have to do anything because the switch is turned off when you leave. The switch is turned on at the factory level. No, I think that's actually okay. I think that's fine. Alright, let's start working on our events here. So, walking animations. Alright. First, we turn off all of this. So, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and then you go down, down. We turn transparent off. You go down, 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 down. Nope, we need one more down, and then transparent on. And then it goes down, 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 right. From this point. Okay, 2 up, 1 right. 2 up, 1 right, move down. Transparent off. Okay, I am seeing a problem in that I can't tell what direction the conveyors are going. Okay, no, this should be going left. This conveyor feeds onto the same one over here. Okay. That should be fine. So you don't want to move right. Yes, you go left, up, up, left, down, transparent, off, right? Yes, and then you go down and left, 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 up, transparent, on, I think? Nope, we need one more left. Okay. And that goes up, left. Okay. Up, left, 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 down, I think? Okay. So then at this point, we have to open one-way door 3. So one-way door 3 opens. The player has transparent off, walking animation on, move down, through, off. And then door number 3 closes. But jumping back into this after a week is, kind of involved. Alright. So... Okay, we have a few issues here. So starting here... No, the player is starting here. Right, we need another move up, because the player starts here. Okay. I think that is correct for that entry point. Alright, let's try again. Good. Okay. So that section is done. We can go ahead and mark it. All right, next. We need... Okay. We have another one-way door here. So this is going to be one-way door 4. And this eventually spits out at door 4. And this eventually spits out at door 4. Okay. This is all going to be pretty complicated. But we're going to make it work. It's just one of those things that's just going to take as much time as it's going to take. Okay. So, starting from here, you'll go up, left, 1, 2, 3 down. Okay. Up, left, 1, 2, 3 down, left, left, up. Nope, one too many lefts. One too many lefts up here. No, I was right. I didn't pay close enough attention to the starting point. Okay. So then we move up again, transparent off. Up, up, up. One more up, transparent on. Okay. And we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 ups. We need another up. Okay, and then one more up, left, 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 down. Nope. Okay. And then at that point, the door opens. The player who is now located here moves down. Transparent turns off. They move down once more. We gather the followers, and then the door shuts. Okay. And then we have one here as well. And delete all that. So starting from right here, we go up, right, up, 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 left. Okay, one more left. And then after the left, down, down, transparent off? Yes. And then down, left, 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 up, transparent on. Okay, we need one more left. Alright. And from there we go up, up, left, 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 down? I think? Nope, one too many lefts. Okay. So, up in there. And then door 4... Oh. We already had a door 4. This is supposed to be one-way door 5. Okay. That's an easy quick fix. We just swap this to one-way door 5. One-way door 5. We swap this to one-way door 5. And we swap this to one-way door 5. Okay. So let's see this again. We start from here. Okay. And then the door opens, and then the player moves down, becomes visible, and then moves down again, and then the door closes. That should be it for those two doors, and one-way door 5. Let's take a look. Okay. This door. Okay, that was good. And this door. There we go. Okay. So those two are done. There we go. And this door... There. We're actually pretty close to being done with the doors. Like, legitimately, we are actually pretty close to being done. We've only got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 or something. I don't know. Anyway, this door is going to go up, over, over, up, over, and then spit you out here. But this one is not going to be a one-way. So this one is not going to need one-way door commands. Okay. Okay, so starting from here, we go up, over, left, up, 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 up. Yes, and then right and down. And then one more down, transparent off. Let's see. Down, right, 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 right. 2 more rights, up, transparent on, up, up. Right, right. Nope, move one of those rights. Okay. Then an up, transparent off, up, up. Transparent on. Okay. That's good. So then we go up, right, up, 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 left. No, we still need 2 more ups. Left. Where are we at? Where are we at? Buffering isn't seemingly as bad as yesterday. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So it's a left and 2 downs. Then transparent off. Then down, left, 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 left. How far is it going over? We need 1 more left and an up. 1 more left. Up. transparent on. Okay, so from here we need 1 up, 2 up, 2 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2 left. 2 left, 2 up. This is such a long conveyor belt. 2 up, 2 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up. And then we start going right again. Yep, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. Okay, 1 more down. And then 1 more down. And I think that completes one of the longest conveyor belts in the entire level. Okay. And then from there, we gather our followers, and we're good. Okay. That's actually the first time I got the Konami code off the top of my head right the first time. I'm sorry, but it's actually BA start. I'm sorry, Coles. I'm sorry to disappoint, but it is BA start. Still, you get an A. 90% is still an A. Okay, so this one... What the hell is this room? I don't understand why I built this room. So I think I can have this one spit out the player here. Okay. Whee! That is so many commands. Okay, so starting from here, it has to go 1 up, 2 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. Okay. 1 up, 2 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, transparent off. Is that right? Yes. And then from here, it's down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm guessing. And then an up and a transparent on. Yes. And then we go up, up, left, 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 down, down? Is that right? Nope, 1 too many lefts. But down, down, transparent off. No, I have this completely wrong. Because this one is supposed to spit you out here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 more downs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yes, and that is where we turn transparent off, and then we have 1 more move down. Okay. That should be fine. And here we have a very simple one. Up, 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 up. Okay. One more up, move left, down, 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 transparent off. Down, left, left, left. Okay, two more lefts and up, we turn transparent on. And then we go up, up, left, left, left. And then two downs, transparent off, turn down, move down. So it should land you here. Okay, perfect. And then gather followers. Okay. So now we need another one-way door. This is going to be one-way door 6. And let's copy one of the ones that connects to a door. And we're going to put it here. So first things first, the one-way doors have to be able to open. Cool. And now we need our command to get there. So starting here, we go up, 1, 2, over. Okay. 1 up, 1, 2, over. Yes, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think it was. We make the character visible again, which worked. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, transparent on. Nope, we have one more down. Transparent on, so it's 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. Okay. So 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2. And at that point, the door opens. The character is right in front of the door. So they move down, they gather the followers, and the door closes. Okay, so we should have multiple new paths to check. Let's check them all. Alright, first, this door. Okay. Good. That door worked. That one did not turn through off. Okay. That is a problem. Yeah, at no point did it turn through off. Through has to go off. Ooh. And walking animations need to turn on. Okay. So, unfortunately, that means that we are going to have the same problem on all of the ones that I copy-pasted from there, which I think is just these 3. No, that one's fine. all the ones that end on a door are fine. All right, let's try again. Okay, here we go. Good. 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 Okay. We have walking animations. We can't walk through things. That's good. Okay, we have... We still have through, off, and no walking animations on this one. Damn it. Okay, through, off, walking animations on. Moving on. Okay. So we know that one works. Let's try this one. Good. Okay. The through's not on. That's just a problem for how I'm marking these. So that's fine. Walking animation is on. This one goes over here. Perfect. And this one... spits you out over here. Okay. I think this section works fine. Yes, this entire section works fine, so we'll go ahead and mark it. So this one goes up here, and 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 here. This one goes here. This one goes like this. This one goes like that. So there's not too many doors left that I need to... Oh, no. Stop. Don't do that. You're supposed to just be replaying this. I know there's a way I can just set this to loop. How do I set this one to loop? Here we go. Okay, right-click, loop. Alright, so I need to design this door here, and I need to design this door here. I think those are the last two doors I need to design. And this door is going to be special because it is the one that, based on manipulating a control over here, is going to spit you out here instead of here. Ugh. Okay. This one here, though, goes onto the reset conveyor, which goes all the way back to the start. So we can actually just copy this event and place it here. Okay. So I'm going to place like a stopgap here. Just so it's very obvious where I have a break between two different player control commands. That should make it pretty easy to just connect this, I think. Okay. So starting from here, you go up, right, up, right, up, 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 up. One more up, left, 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 down, down. Okay, and that's where we turn transparent off, and we go down, 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 down. Okay. And that's where transparent goes on, and then we have a bunch more downs. So we need 3 more downs. And that should get us here. Okay. And then from that point, we just need to go to the first point where it says down, which should be here? Okay. Where does this one stop? Okay, we are going to take all of these commands, and we're going to paste them all right here. So we have one too many downs. Okay, it goes across the conveyors, and then after it goes across the conveyors, it spits out at the door. This is one-way door 4. Okay. So this one should be done. And then that is basically the same sequence that we are going to use here. Okay. So, from this starting position, you go up, 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 left, left. Okay, and then from the left, lefts, you go down, down, down. You go 2 more down, transparent off. Okay. And then you go down, 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 down. 1 more down, transparent on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more downs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Transparent off. Okay. We really don't need any of these ups or downs. Okay. Down, down, down. So we need one more down, transparent off. So we don't need that right at all. Okay, yeah, we just have a lot of extra downs. So this one is supposed to be transparent on. Is the transparent on at the right point? Yes. Okay. So where does that lead? Wait, I think I have it right. Yes. Yes, I have that reset completely finished. Alright, let's test the two doors. Okay. Reset. Okay, good. That door worked perfectly. And now we'll test this one. Good. Okay, that reset worked perfectly. So we're not going to mark the upper one, but we are going to mark this one. So there's literally only one more door that we have to make adjustments to, and that's this door. And that's just so if you've hit a switch over here, it'll take you and spit you out over here instead. And I do want to sort of decorate the room a little bit before I do that. So first things first, we're going to get rid of all the marking paths that I was using. We don't need those anymore. Okay. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Alright, so I think at this point what I need to do is start working on the decorate the room step. We finished getting... Right, we don't actually have an entry here. Hold on. I was wrong, actually. Okay, the chemical dump transfers the player over to the Pepsi factory. And specifically, it puts you here. So then you are able to walk into here, which sends you to the swamp water infusion here. Okay. Would you rather have no more price hikes on video games and consoles or no more predatory live services? No more live services. To be frank, video games cost about as much as they did 30 years ago. And that means that relative to actual purchasing power, video games have gotten significantly cheaper over the last 30 years. That may sound insane, but on average, video games are more affordable now than they ever have been. Yeah, I understand. No more predatory live service games. Okay. So, we have a lot that we need to remove here. So, we are starting from this point. We go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So, 1, 5, 2. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, transparent off. Down, left, 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 left. Left, up, transparent on. Okay, so then we go up, up, left, left, down, down? Is that right? Nope, not two lefts. That's fine. No one's gonna notice that there's an inconsistency. Okay, that puts you in front of the door. Then the door opens, the player moves down twice from here. And then door 2 opens. Okay. That should work. So we now have an entry point into the room. I think what we need here is a door. Okay. The door is locked. The door is labeled Swamp Water Infusion. Make sure I keep up with my good grammar. Okay. So we don't need that. We don't need this entire page. We just need one switch. This is going to be Swamp Water Door. If Swamp Water Door is open, it will transfer you into this room. Okay. So now we just need something that can turn on Swamp Water Door inside the Swamp Water Infusion room. Alright. So we're just gonna put, like, a thing here. And it's... Actually, can I just, like, copy a lever, please? Sure. Yeah, delete that page, delete that page. Unlock doors. We're going to make it so that you have to unlock this switch before you can activate the thing to get out of here. So this is going to turn on the Swamp Water Door. And that's really all it needs to do. Okay, we're just going to have one lever. And this is just going to have Malter say, we've already unlocked... Having trouble typing because I've got a Band-Aid on my left index finger. We've already unlocked the doors in this room. Does that all fit? Yes, it does. Perfect. Okay. We've already unlocked all the doors in this room. Okay, that is fine. This should unlock the doors in this room. Okay. The doors into and inside this room. Just to clarify it a little bit more. Okay. That's pretty good, I think. Okay, is my internet acting up a bit? Come on, keep looping the music. We're going for the Magitech facility today. There we go. My internet might have actually pooped itself a little bit there. There we go. Change the sound effect. Let's hear your best Mel Blanc impression. No. My throat is in too sensitive a state to, do that. Okay, swamp water door, leaving the Pepsi factory, here, facing down. Otherwise, it's just going to block the player. And when the player touches it, Malter will just say, the door is locked. We can't get out until we flip that. Until we flip that switch. Until we flip that switch behind us. Okay. So it blocks you from leaving the room until you can get the lever. And we want to make sure that they get the lever. So we are going to position a locked door over here. How do I want to do this? Okay. I think it would have to look like this. And then we just copy this door, put it up here. Okay, when swamp water door is open, this will be open, and we'll have a through attached to it. Okay. And on this one... Yeah, of course I know Mel Blanc. This one will say, we won't be able to get past this door until we unlock it. There should be a control at the front, at the south end of this room to unlock the doors. Okay. That is fine. This is going to be direction fixed and through. Okay. Do we have, like, a small overhead thing? Yes, we do. There we go. Okay. So you walk into here, and this is where we are going to have controls. So now we move on with the decorating. So first things first, we're going to add the floor scuff. Floor scuff is a hallmark of the factory aesthetic. There we go. We add a little bit of floor scuff here. And a little bit of floor scuff here and here. A little bit here. Add a little bit of floor scuff here. A little bit of floor scuff here. Has everything gotten floor scuffed? You have not gotten floor scuffed. Okay. I think that's enough floor scuff. Now we go up a layer, and we are going to place some controls back here. How do I want to do that? Let's see. Okay. There we go. We can have, like, some monitors. Okay. That's probably about all I can really fit in here. We'll just put a chair there. Okay. Now let's decorate some other areas. Let's see. We've had some good luck with boxes before. Yeah, boxes are fine. Just put a few of them around. Okay. And now some computery stuff. Here we go. Just like that. Let's zoom out a bit. Just to keep placing some computery stuff. We'll put one here, one there. Okay. Where are those? Here they are. Okay. There we go. Place a few conveyors around. Put that there. Okay. Put a few machines on the sides of the walls. That should be fine. Right. When I reloaded it, I did not put it onto loop. This is a very involved project. Okay. Let's decorate the walls in a few places with switches. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's spread a few of these around in different places. Just to give, like, a sense of texture to the walls here. Okay. There we go. We don't need too much of that. A few wall vents would be fine. Yeah. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Let's put a table here. I think that looks really good. Okay. Okay, that just doesn't look as good when it's up another level. So we'll have to specifically put this on layer 2. Okay. And then we will have another switch like that over here. Kind of like this one. Yeah. Okay. We've already changed the direction of the conveyors. Okay, this is going to be unlock conveyor. Malter. This should change the direction of one of the conveyors in this room and let us access the deepest part of the factory. This should refer to this event. And this is going to adjust the swamp water. Just call it conveyor to rift. That'll turn on conveyor to rift. If conveyor to rift is on... Cool. This also means I need to fix this one. Because this should be adjusting this event. And you should be fixed if you've already activated swamp water door. Okay. That's pretty good. So now we just need the final conveyor. Whoops. All of that should be down on the bottom layer. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. And boop and boop. Okay. And that, and that, and that. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. And then go up a layer. Okay. And back on the terrain layer. Just like that. Okay. So this needs to be a reset. So specifically, this one... Yeah, we can delete everything before we start the long downs. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. So from here, it needs to go up, 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 up. One more up, and then some rights. Okay. And that is a perfect reset. Okay. Good. All right. So now, if the conveyor to rift switch is on, I think we can stop it about here. Okay, we still need to delete several of the downs. So we need to delete 3 more of the downs, I think. Yes, perfect. So from here, it's left, 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 down, down, down. I think that's right. 1, 2, we need 3 more down. 2, 3 more down. Transparent off, move down. Through off, walking animation on. That should land you right here. Yes, it does. Okay. Good. And then over here, we have this move you off to here, facing left. And this goes back to here, facing right. All right, so as far as I'm aware, we have now made it possible to unlock the door to Swamp Water Infusion, added an exit, decorated the room, created the system to change the direction of the final conveyor line, and finished all the entry and exit rooms. So, I think our most tedious part is done. So let's do some testing. Okay. We're actually going to focus on game here. Okay. Chemical dump. Swamp water infusion. Okay, good. You're not able to access it from there. So you start in this room. Whoops. You go over to here. You have the thing with, okay. You have the thing with Quartus. You manipulate those controls. You go on this conveyor. This conveyor takes you into this room. Which takes you into here. So you go all the way around this room, up the ladder. The ladder takes you out here. Door's locked. Okay. We unlock packing, which lets you access this room. And here you go through a combat gauntlet. And eventually you're able to exit to go inside this room, which you just walk through without any other fanfare. And then that leads to the room with Walter. Okay, I do have to fix the Walter corpse. This dot wait is not a function. Okay, hold on. Corpse processing is having a problem. Okay. So that's why the corpse was just sitting there. It's supposed to fall in and disappear and then wait 400 seconds before it reappears. Okay. So we know that everything is interconnected up through the corpse processing. Okay. There we go. Okay, now the corpses are falling in properly. We should add a splash sound effect. So, add a splash sound to falling corpses. And then we talk to Walter. He gives you the part of the code to the storage room. So now that we have that, we can access the chemical dump. So the chemical dump has the puzzle. Nope, not reset. We want to run the intake. Good. And then we're able to access swamp water infusion. That does lead back here. This does lead in here. We're going to put a sign on the wall here just to explain it. Change the... Which room was it? Okay. Change the soul additive button and the labeling button to be actual buttons. That's an important thing I want to do. Add a information dialogue to swamp water infusion. That's another important thing we need. Okay. So you ride this. And it spits you out here. So from this point, this door should not be accessible. Okay. So you have to ride the conveyors all the way back to the entrance of the room. We hit the switch. Okay. And we walk up here. We want to take this one. Okay. And that lets us take this one, which should spit us out by the upper area where we can change the production line. Which it did. Okay, good. So first things first, let's test the reset. If the conveyor switch is not on, good. Okay. We have access. Now we will test this. This should change the direction of one of the conveyors in this room and let us access the deepest part of the factory. Good. So now this should spit us out where we want to go. Okay. Remove door reset from conveyor solution. But that lets us go here. Perfect. Alright, that works. That all works perfectly. So let's start making some changes. When the corpse falls into the water, first things first, we want a sound effect. It can be pretty subtle. Okay. We did that. Now, I want other buttons in this place to actually be buttons. Okay. So we are going to copy all of this and put it on here. We're just going to call it button. And then we are going to copy this and put this here. This is additive stopped. And we'll just have it be this button here. Okay. And we will delete that. Okay. And next, we also have a control here. There we go. Copy all that. Put it here. And this one is for packaging unlocked. So, packaging unlocked. And we're just going to have it be a blue button. There we go. Okay. And place it there. And there we go. Those two buttons are now very clearly buttons. Did you figure out how to make the bomb elementals? I've done similar concepts before, and I can definitely do them. I have not made them yet, but I do know how to do it. So we've changed the soul edited button and labeling button to be actual buttons. Now we want to add information dialogue to Swamp Water Infusion. So we're going to copy all of this. The first time that you interact with this, Malter will have dialogue. Malter will be like, we can get onto the conveyor lines. Carry over the Joel Fire interaction, but make them instantly blow instead. I do have a counter fire mechanic built into the game already, so I can make it work. We can get onto the conveyor line through openings like this one. So Malter gives a little explanation, and then we need to remove the door reset from the conveyor solution. So specifically, we get rid of that, and that, and that. Okay. That's pretty good. So now I want a treasure or two. Rain could disarm them. That's a great idea. Next stream. Start building... What did I call it? Rift extraction? Yes. Start building rift extraction. Build the bomb enemies. They blow up after a while, or if hit by fire, but rain stops them. Okay. Work on root beer gods, Sasp and Arilla. So the only other thing I really need to do as far as building today is put a treasure or two and a mimic in this room. Do we have anything that is not well represented yet? Light body and head armor? Let's see. This is all light armor. Yeah, that's set at the 32... Okay. So let's put this at... what's comparable? Let's say... 43? We're gonna put up a 43. It makes you a little faster. It has some good magic defense. Raise the price, and we are going to call it the Pepsi uniform. A tough set of workers' clothes built to handle the dangers of the Pepsi factory. I like that. Okay, we have now designed the Pepsi uniform. And now we are going to design the Pepsi brand helmet. Sure, that looks good enough. A sturdy but lightweight helmet designed to endure the dangers of the Pepsi factory. Make the Pepsi uniform more resistant to Pepsi attacks. I don't have enemies use Pepsi element. Pepsi element is basically just supposed to be non-elemental universal damage. It's not something that we're really going to be expecting from the enemies. Although I did... resists soda damage. It's not a bad idea. We can definitely have the root beer gods do that. We'll just say Pepsi is soda damage in general. So we'll say it cuts out, like, 2/3 of it. Resists 2/3 of soda damage. I think that's a great idea. So we'll raise the price a little bit. The Pepsi brand helmet is going to be $31.50 as far as price goes. Light head armor was 20. Cap mail is at 31 at this point, which is insane. We'll just put it at 26. Okay, 26. Agility. Magic defense. Built to endure the Pepsi factory. Resists 1/3 of soda damage. So we will give 2 pieces of Pepsi resisting gear. And these will be helpful with the root beer gods. Okay, I think that's absolutely fantastic. So now I need a few chests. And I think this is a good spot for one chest. And this gives the Pepsi brand helmet. You found a Pepsi brand helmet. I like when there's reason to stick to other gear in RPGs and just instantly upgrade. Not just instantly upgrade. I do like that as well. I think here is a good spot for the other chest. So this is where we find the... Found a Pepsi uniform. Perfect. Alright. And then we are going to have one mimic. One mimic in this room. And I think this is a great place for a mimic. Okay. So we have now added a treasure or two and a mimic. So as far as actually building stuff today, we are done. I genuinely cannot believe that I did this in less than 2 hours. That's actually insane to me. Okay. So, we are going to spend the rest of the stream. We are going to spend our time brainstorming the root beer gods. So first thing we need to look at is design for the root beer gods. Do we have any basic assets that would work well for the root beer gods? I mean, I could take literally any of the actors, of the actor sprites, and just really fiddle with their colors. So we're just seeing if there's any, like, specific inspiration. Ooh. Okay, Dark Elf is really good. Alright. Root Beer Gods brainstorming. The first thing we're going to do is just look at design. I think that could actually really help us sort of zero in on what we want. Demon could be pretty interesting, but if we have them be too big, it's going to be really hard to stack two of them on screen at the same time. Demon Count actually looks fantastic. If we can find something to work with Demon Count, that is... It's such a regal design. I really like that. Foxman... Foxman's not bad. Ideally, I want two designs that could reasonably be said, oh, these are, like, two similar entities. Okay, Goddess or Goddess of Death works good. In fact, if we wanted to have both of them be women, this would work perfectly. Are there any others that really stick out to me that aren't too big? It really should be ones that we have not used before. That's not a bad design. There's actually several good options here among the actor sprites. Angel, that's pretty good. The super big ones are just not going to be practical. Fanatic's not bad. We could go with general male and female. That's a valid pair. That goddess is pretty damn good. Mage is pretty fun. When I think of people who'd be gods of root beer, I think of middle-aged Texan men who are like a father of three. Yeah, I think I see what you're thinking. I think I understand. I mean, we could just have this guy be the root beer god. Just like random man in a suit holding a cigar. That's not a bad idea. It would be very unexpected. But we need someone who would work as like a counterpart. Mafia man, mad scientist. Either of those could work. Ooh. Sorcerer's neat. Witch is pretty fun. Okay. I kind of love the idea of this guy as one of the root beer gods. So if this is Sass and Arilla, you think Goddess of Death? Let's see how they look together. I mean, it's definitely a very weird aesthetic. I think it works better with Sasp in the front, though. That is a fun combo. I also think Mad Scientist or Mafia would work good. There's one possibility. I think Mafia might just look too aggressive to really work on it. I don't know, that's kind of fun. I do really like the Mad Scientist. That is a very interesting look. What about with Goddess? Goddess kind of works as well. I think I like this pair. I think I really like this pair. But I think it works better with Sasp in front. I think I love this. I think I really love this. I think I love the way that this image appears. We've got, like, this clearly divine, you know, regal-looking figure. And then we've got, like, this sort of strong man up front. And yet they're both clearly expressing some kind of power and authority, but they're doing it in very different ways. I think I love this. I think I'm gonna go with this. I think these are the root beer gods. I think this one up front is Sasp, and this one in back is Arilla. I really like, I love this. I love this. Okay. That's going to be Sasp, and that's going to be Arilla. Alright. So now we have a visual design for them. Actually... Wait, I think I already added the bombs. Yeah, I already designed the bomb buckets. Huh. Okay. So, you say SASP should be bulkier, and SASP should redirect attacks. I also want give it the rain gimmick. That would be challenging. It takes damage in the rain. Hold on. When they use bomb, it summons the bomb common event. Bomb common event. Okay. Force action number 4. Why is it force actioning number 4? I don't think it needs to be doing this, but it uses bomb 2 and then detonate 3 to kill itself. So what we can do is we can add a conditional where if... How the hell do I make Rainstorm work? Plugin command Battlestorm system. How does the Battlestorm system work? Turn on switch 238. Okay. Yes. Okay, so switch 238. So we go to this common event for bomb, and we run a check for switch 238. If switch 238 is on, that means it is raining. If it's not raining, it operates as normal. If it is raining, then the bomb is not able to detonate at all. And it will instead use the skill fail bomb, where it is going to display the message so-and-so it's too... No. So-and-so can't explode in the rain, which targets itself with no animation, no damage, and applies the null state, so it'll actually give the message. Okay. So if rain is activated, instead of blowing up, it uses fail bomb. And it will display the message, bomb bucket can't explode in the rain. Okay. Rain now deactivates bomb buckets. I have an idea for SASP's game plan, which is more of a support disruptor. You have a redisruption, make roots come out of the ground, which restricts party members' spreading status. I don't want to do any summoning. I don't want them to bring any ads. So one of the things I know is that I want to make use of mechanics that were introduced in this act. So I want there to be a shield mechanic and an invisibility mechanic. So at some point, I want shield and invisibility to be integrated into the boss cycle. I think that would be a lot of fun. Have roots come out of the ground. The thing is, I don't know how to do a redirection mechanic. I do not know of any way, unless I start digging into plugins, where I can force a player-targeted action to hit a different target than what they intended to target. Roots, I love, though. They are the root beer gods. I've been focusing so much on the drink portion that they summon roots to disrupt the party. They have attacks that deal a lot of soda damage. Now that we have 2 pieces of equipment to mitigate soda damage. I truly don't know how to do, like, a forced redirection. I really don't. And there are several event-based moves that I don't think could be affected by that. But I think it makes sense for SASP to be physically focused, Arilla to be magically focused. They sort of work pretty well like that. Build the bomb enemies. We're not going to have to work on that next stream. Honestly, I think that's where I'm going to end it for today. We got in 2 hours. We've done our first bits of sort of brainstorming. My brain's already a little frazzled from all the work it took to get the swamp water and infusion area working. Saspa tank, Arilla, glass cannon. Possibly. I do want both of them to be pretty solidly bulky. Yeah, I've got other stuff I'm gonna have to work on today, but we got through everything that was on the agenda for today in less than 2 hours. That is absolutely phenomenal. We've got some good brainstorming going on. I feel very proud about that. We are so close. We are so close to end with Act 3. Once Act 3 is finished, I am going to update the public release version of the game. We're going to put that out there and yeah, maybe try to promote it a little bit or something. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so you can be here again next week, Sunday morning. We're going to continue with the RPG Maker Community Project. I'm streaming also on Saturday mornings. We are going through Ogre Battle 64. The current regular gameplay series on the channel is focused on Mother 3 and also some World of Warcraft with party bots. I know there hasn't been a daily video today or yesterday. It's been too much. those will pick up again tomorrow, though. Once Mother 3 is done, and that's still gonna take maybe another couple weeks, I will be playing some lightly modded Skyrim, doing the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild quest lines, because I've never actually completed them, and playing a stealth archer because I've never actually bothered being a stealth archer. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And I think that about covers everything. So thank you all so much for being here. I always appreciate it. It's always a fun time. I will see you all in the next one, and it is time to make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Boo, wow, 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 wow.